Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are learning about chapter 2 variables and data types. Okay, let's look into it. What is a variable? Variable is a name which is given to the memory location in a program. So we can see if we are writing in a program, a is a variable. I will give a equal to name or 10. Here a is an variable. We are giving some value to that in a program. It is called a variable. Here we can see a is 30 means a is a variable, and b equal to double quotes Harry means it is representing a string, and b is also a variable, and c is representing a floating point number means c is a variable. Yeah, in Python there are main five data types: integers, floating point numbers, strings, booleans, and non data type. Let's look into the integer data type. Integer data type means we can say the numbers from 0 to 9 are called integer data types. Okay, we can check if a is an integer not. Print type of a. When we run the program, we can see that a is an integer data type. Here we can cross check our input values whether the variable is int, floating point, or a boolean, or anything. We can check by this function type. Okay, let's go into our PDF. Python is a fantastic language that automatically identifies the type of the data for us. A is equal to 71 means it is an identifies as an int. Okay, let's give some other number. Let's take it as b equal to 13.55. When we print type of b and we run the program, yeah, we can see type of b is an float data type. And we can also see when we give c equal to double quotes 12, print type of c. Now we are running the program. Yeah, we can see the type of C is given as string because the Python don't know whether the C is an integer or a string. When we insert anything between the double quotes, the Python interpreter will take it as string. When we give C equal to Sukirthan D, when we run the program, type of D print. When we run the program, we can see the Sukirthan is not defined. Means the Python interpreter don't know whether the Sukirthan keyword is an int or a string. When we give this between double quotes, when we run the program, we can see the variable d is an string data type. And these are the mainly five data types in Python. And rules for defining a variable name also applies to the other identifiers. Okay, variable name can contain alphabets, digits, and underscores. A variable can only start with the alphabet and underscore. Here we can see the variable name should be start with an alphabet or an underscore, and it can't start with a digit. We can't use digits as starting of the variable, and no while space is allowed to be used inside the variable name. And it means when we use cd and we run the program, it uses an invalid syntax. When we give underscore Harry and we run the program, we can see the name C is not defined because in the print function we did not mention C because we mentioned only C. We did not mention C underscore Harry. When we mention C underscore Harry, when we run the program, we can see the variable C underscore Harry is a string data type. Okay, wait, let's back to up. Examples of a few variable names are Harry187 underscore and underscore 7, etc. The only main thing is we can't start a variable name with digit. Okay, operators in the Python. There are mainly five operators in Python: arithmetical, assignment, comparison, and logical operators. Arithmetical means we can know in mathematics plus, minus, into, and division, modulus, etc. Assignment operators equal to minus, etc. Comparison operators equal to, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, or not equal to. Logical operators or and not. Now we saw the type, how to find the type of a given variable. Okay, let's move on. A number can be converted into a string and vice versa if possible. There are many functions to convert one letter type into another. String 31. Yeah, we can see the underscore heading because here 12 is an integer, but we converted 12 into a string by using double quotes. When anything is given between the double quotes, it will change into a string. Anything, number, special characters, or anything is given between the double quotes, it will be changed into a string data type. Let's go on. String 32, float, and so on. Input function. This function allows the user to take input from the keyboard as a string. Now we are using an input function. Like first we have to give a variable name equal to input single quotes or double quotes. Enter your name. When we run the program, we see in the terminal here is enter your name. My name is Sukhitan and the code is up. Yeah, so that here we can use an input function by entering anything in the terminal box. Okay, A is got entered name, it is having the user entered. It is important to note that the output of an input is always a string even if the number is entered. By this now we completed the chapter 2. That's for today. See you in the next class.